very interesting product that, I mean, I personally think a lot of people don't know about. And it's the mortgage protection product, you know?
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that, you know, what the benefits are.
Sure, sure. You know, so one of the biggest things that I want to make sure that I separate the differences, right, is that a lot of times people will confuse this concept of mortgage protection insurance with mortgage insurance, right? And it's very common.
MIP.
MIP.
They think that right away, right?
Yeah, very common thing. And what happens is that, and that is totally understandable, because when a person, first of all, when you're going through the process of buying a home, it's already burdensome. You're going through all this information. You have to deal with all these facts and applications and other products that's working to making the deal happen, right? So all of a sudden you're hearing this word mortgage insurance, and you're already assuming, especially from the client perspective, they're like, well, I already have that, don't I? It's actually built into my loan. It's insurance. But the biggest difference is to make sure we're clear on it, is that mortgage insurance, as we know, is to protect the lender at the event, maybe a default, things like that.
Exactly.
However, what happens if it's not a default? What if, let's say, the primary owner or one of the owners of the property passes away unexpectedly, or ends up maybe getting sick, where it financially impacts a family? That's where mortgage protection insurance comes in, because the mortgage protection insurance policy, which is actually, and by definition, really, it's actually a life insurance policy. It has the purpose of protecting the mortgage and the amount of the mortgage. So for example, if a person just bought a home for $300,000, they may buy a policy that will cover for $300,000. That's owned specifically by the homeowner. So in the event that something drastic happens, that policy will pay a benefit to a beneficiary. And then at that point, the family will then hopefully have, at that point, will have resources if they can make a different decision with regards to their home. Because if we take that away, well, then what are the choices then?
Sure.
And especially when I speak to my realtors as well, and all my lending partners, I said, you know, your job, you have a tough job. Your job is to make sure that you get them the dream of home ownership, to accomplishing that dream. So I said, well, when your work ends, mine begins, because I want to make sure that once you get them the dream and accomplish the dream, I want to make sure I protect that dream going forward, because nobody ever considers that they may not be here tomorrow. But if anything, one of the sobering realities of what happened in the past 18 months since 2020 in the pandemic is we realized that life can change in an instant, and nobody's guaranteed tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure you ring that bell. And you can also check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Take care, everybody.